Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash building challenge video. Now, about 10 months ago at this point, I put on Twitter asking for some stupid building ideas. I made 2 videos and I completely forgot. So today I'm going to be going back through, probably doing them one by one, just so we have a nice, more relaxed video that I can just get back into my own upload, what do you call it? Schedule. Yeah, a schedule. So, I'm also recording for Wulzy VODs too, so that'll be a video on the channel. Link in the description down below for uncut building content, so you can follow everything I'm doing. It shouldn't take too long. I'm literally just going to bang this out real quick. The choice I'm making today is building only with one type of decoration object. So I'm going to allow myself to make gameplay invisible and stuff like that, but my decoration can only be with one object of my choice. It's going to be a weird one, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna make my... I don't have a song in mind. Oh boy. We'll just go with bass after bass. I don't know, I don't really care. It really doesn't matter, because this is gonna be like a quick 10-second throwaway challenge anyway. So I'm gonna make my gameplay real quick. We don't need a speed changer if I've already changed the speed. Silly Billy. Okay, let's make the entire thing invisible with our little alpha trigger at the beginning. Just make sure I'm not slider limit hacking, so I can just boom, bam, bop, and I don't have to worry about this going off the screen. Okay, so we have a huge flight right there. Nice. We're going to land on this platform here. Okay, this has some nice little sync that I can add on to, like so. I'm going to try and make this just blocks, to be honest. But now I'm inspired to maybe switch up the gameplay a little bit. Maybe mini spacing this part and scaling it up. I don't know. I want to have some fun with this. Smooth. Okay. Let's just keep going. I'm going to predict that there's going to be an Albright here. Wulzy prediction? Yep, Wulzy prediction was correct. Okay, thank you, Spotify Shuffle, for choosing a song from my playlist that is not, already used in some sort of video by me. I'm pretty sure it picked Vancouver Velocity twice. Alright, we can have a huge gravity-changing orb right here. That's going to boost us over this spike, I believe, and we can jump off this block too. I'm just projecting at this point, just so I can try and speed up the gameplay making process, because the challenge is all in the decoration here. Let's see. Oh, not quite. Something like this will work. We can probably copy the pad from earlier and just place it right there. Ooh, and then we can have a green orb. That's cool. Let's see how this rocks. And then we can probably end it right there, to be honest. I don't really mind about anything else. We can just make another jump just to seal the deal. Make it feel a bit more conclusive. Okay, right. So our decoration object. Let's see. Do we use a glow object on like a low green background, maybe? I've got to figure this out before I go too deep into this. Otherwise, it's going to be very irreversible and it's going to suck. Let's see. That background's too dark. I'm trying to figure out the right color. I'm just going to hue shift this, I think. With like the RGB slider. Let's see. More green looks better. Okay, that's perfect, I think. We're going to have to turn the objects to invisible, unfortunately. Do I really use a glow object, or do I use, like, one of these glow objects? I've used that recently. What am I going to use here? I think the key, anyway, is going to be to create a color channel. Hold on, let me place down a block like this, and just copy-paste and mini-space it to the right a little bit, like this, just so I can get the idea of having it blending and low opacity. So if I have it, like... light blue, maybe. Hold on. And then we just decrease the opacity. Something like this. That brightness looks good to me. Now we're going to figure out a good object for it. What am I going to do? Dude, I didn't think about this before I started recording. What I was thinking of doing is using this object, but I can't rotate this to my own wish. I mean, can I even rotate this with a regular trigger? I don't think I can. If I just rotate 2 with like 45 degrees, is this possible? You can't even do that with a solid object, man. What am I going to do here? Ooh. There's some interesting options. I think my best object might just be to use like the wavy... I saw this object like 2 seconds ago. This one. If I use something like this, I'm probably going to be able to slide limit my way out of this. And I can use a bunch of different colors and make it look different. So, you got to bear with me on this one. This is going to be a bit of a dodgy choice for our first block design. But we're just going to rock with it almost immediately like this. And then we can probably flip that. See, that looks okay, but I'm only allowed one type of object. That's crazy. That really is crazy. How's this? That might be nice. Okay, we're gonna rock with this for now. We'll see what happens. If not, Wulzy VODs just gets more content. That's the way I'm gonna rock with this. Alright. Let me see what I can do. If I make a copy of one that has blending as well, but no opacity... What are we saying here? See, that's just kind of lame. So maybe what I'm going to do is boost the opacity for this color channel and then make this some other kind of color and put on a different freaking editor layer. Okay. Let's see. What can I do here? Maybe hue shift? See, what I don't like is that blue detail at the top. Okay. This is weird. Not a fan. Not a fan. This object sucks. What am I gonna do? I could use this object. I really don't want to, but I definitely could just go crazy with the scale on this and just abuse this whole challenge. My mouse is literally on my second monitor right now. That's crazy. Okay. So let me put this down. See, I can do some cool stuff with the scale on it. I can have that as a base, and then I can scale down wherever the slider is. Let's make this like 10 instead. There we go. Let me just move inwards. Then we can have this layer to it. Dude, I clicked off the game. Okay. Then we can scale down again, perhaps, and get a 5.0 version. I could be changing the hue on this every time now that I think about it. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. This is going to be minus, I'm going to say minus 40. And then these pieces that I'm adding right here can be plus 40. So we have a mix of green and blue. Like right there. Okay, neat so far. Now I'm probably going to have like a 1.0 version that sits on white. Or maybe 2.0, yeah. Just to make it a bit more substantial. And we can slide this in right here. Why not? We'll put this on white blending. Why not? And this can just shoot upwards. And this is going to be on a different editor layer as well. Kind of important. Okay. So we can make this a design for sure. We just got to select the whole thing. I'm being silly right now. Sorry. Enable link controls. I should just link one strip. I'm silly. My bad. Come on now. Come on now. Did things in a weird order. I don't know why. That should be all that I need to do. I'm putting a block there when there's not even a block. What am I doing? Right. The stuff you don't see on goddamn Wulzy regular channel, right? It's so funny. Okay. So I'm going to replace every block with this. And we're going to go crazy with colors, I think. Try and make this stand out. It's an interesting design for sure. It kind of reminds me of Laps's streaming service profile pictures. Looks like a glitch in the Matrix or something. This is gonna go wild with some extra color to it. Okay, now I'm glad I put this in a different editor layer because I can now do extra stuff with these blocks. A very big blessing. Let me see. So if I run these in the middle, how does that look? That looks okay, right. I have an idea. we're going to set all of these to a link straight away. Like that. Then we're going to copy paste and we're going to mini space it down and to the left. And we're going to put it on a new editor layer. We're going to keep on doing that, I think. Just like this. So we have 3 layers and it's kind of blurry-ish. Not too blurry and not too out of focus. What I'm going to have to do is turn off link controls and just do a little bit of polishing because the top objects obviously need to be moved in the opposite direction. Because I'm silly. It's nice and relaxing. I like the music playing right now. And we're going to add a group to each layer, I think, because why not? And we're going to make them move. So we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. Sweet. And we're going to make them kind of wobble. Let's see. 2 is first. It's going to move like -3 and +3 in a second with cool easing on it. Let me just turn off my hacks just so I can put it at 4 really easily. Neat. And then I think a little bit into that movement, it can shoot back double. This is my go-to effect placement right here. Just moving at 12 blocks per set of triggers because I spaced them 6 blocks apart. And let's see. That's going to make them float around, which is neat. It seems that I have not done this properly. I have been a goof. The biggest issue here is that I've moved them out of their middle position by 3. And then I have moved them back double. I need to move them opposite double again and then copy the second 2 triggers, if that makes sense. Because the first movement only serves the purpose of moving them out of their actual starting position. Okay, let me copy paste a little bit more. Nice. So these should stay in their positions now and wobble between their midpoint. Yeah, that's better. Why does it look so goofy, though? I probably need to change either the easing or the easing rate right here. I'm going to... Or the time, too. There's 3 things I could change. The first thing I'm going to try is changing the time and putting sine in out instead of ease in out, just because I find that to be a lot smoother sometimes. Yeah, see, that's dead. That's completely dead. So the time needs to change once again. And I'm actually going to link these triggers together so I can focus on them a lot more easily. I can select them easily. Okay, that's just dead too. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. 1 second. That's better. Okay, that's what I need. Nice. Alright. So let's have this movement for 3. I guess 2 blocks later. And then 4 can also have it 2 blocks after that. So we're going to have a weird little trippy movement to get us going here. Let's have a look at normal mode. Yeah, this is interesting. I like this design so far. It's slightly grainy, but it's nothing that can't be fixed, right? Another thing I'm going to do is make sure that no block transitions are on any of these. And I'm going to set this up with, I don't know, a randomly picked block transition because I feel like that's a fun addition. Yeah, cool. Nice. I can flip that back and forth too. So over here when we flip gravity, I'll probably put one and another one here when we flip gravity again on the pads, just so the pads feel a bit climactic, you know? Actually changes something. And the next thing I can do is probably change the colors, or I can work on some of my blocks here with the colors. What I might do is copy paste, move them 5 blocks up in the air, add them to a group 5, and then add them to another color channel, which copies number 1 with opposite hue, like this. And it looks odd right now, but if I change the opacity to that group that I just added, which I believe is 5, yep. Let me go ahead and just add 5 to like 30% or something. We have like a little bit of, you know, an extra texture there that would change the colors if they were actually changing. But, you know, I digress. The next thing I need to do is just do the exact same thing once again with these blocks, which should be super easy, just like this. There we go. Does this have blending? No, it doesn't. That will make it look a lot better. Yeah, that's more what I had in mind, and I can up the opacity on this for sure. Okay, let's see. This actually looks kind of decent. If I have an extra block at the top, maybe this will be more in place, but we're already getting some texture in right now with different colors and whatnot. How else can how can I make this cooler? Thinking. What if I flipped... Oh god. These are all linked. I forgot. I could go block by block and just copy paste these to sit the opposite way. That actually might be quite nice, and I'm probably going to try that out just with the top blocks. I just need to copy the top 3 and then flip them around like so. Just to see what their movement looks like. I didn't copy all of them. Damn, I'm silly. This might be weird. Okay. Gotta slow down here. I'm kind of rushing this. I need to think about what I'm doing more clearly. We'll copy all of these again. And maybe we'll just keep the regular color on them. Like the color of the blocks that they should be on. Oh, I did not do this properly. Whoops. Let's try putting them on... Is it 2? Is it 2? What is 2? It's just copy one with blending. Without the opacity. Now I remember. Okay. Interesting. That puts a really strange color on it. And I don't know if I like that. What I want is the strip on the left. This green. Because it's the most common. So it makes sense for blocks that are supposed to, like, reflect that block to have the -40 hue on them. Instead of the +40, if that makes sense. But then that looks weird because it doesn't have the blue added into them. So maybe if I have -20? Ah, it's so bright though, and I don't think the opacity is going to look nice. We can try that. Let's try that. Let me just add these blocks on top. Okay. Let me see what this looks like. Just to try and get some extra variation into the strips. It could work. I'm just not sure on the colors yet, but I barely added any color to it, so I can barely tell. Alright. Let me see. Let me try and add some color to it. We're going to start this level off as black, I think. And the background can actually copy... Yeah, the background can copy color channel 1 with less brightness. That's going to be the easiest way for me to do this. Unless... Ooh, how bright do I want the background to be? This is a whole new question now. Let me just darken it, because that's how it was. We're just going to rock with how it was. I'm opening the wrong menus. Okay, this. So it's going to start off as black background. It's going to have a 1-second fade off, I think. So we're just going to go like this. Okay, nice. We can change that to a 0.5. And then we can increase the brightness. So we're going to copy color channel 1 again with a bit less brightness, and it's going to be like 0.05, 0.75. Let's make it like nice and round. I don't know if I like that. We're going to have a short pulse, I think. With much less of a difference. Okay, so we can have dud. We're going to add these first, and then we can work on changing colors. The little wub-wubs. Okay. Adding some longer ones here because it makes sense. I'm going to add some slightly brighter pulses here. To make this a bit more climactic. Okay. Shorter pulses again. Dut, dut, dut. Alright, we've done that now. Sorry for the silence there. Let me add all of these to a new group 6. And these are going to have extra pulses alongside the background ones. Let me just select those real quick. These are going to be on a different editor layer, I think, just so I can more easily select them. Number 3. These can be copied. Oh, God. Alright, and then move to the left a little bit. And it's going to be for group 6, I believe, was the group I added. Yep. And they're just going to change on their own color ID. Whenever you leave this blank, it just goes on whatever color it is. So I'm going to change this to 180, I think. And a bit more bright, too. Now, I can't tell if this is changing these strips here. It looks like it just isn't. Oh, because these are 180. Right? Hold on, let me just make this strip not low opacity, just so I can see what's happening. Oh, this is a certified colorblind moment, isn't it? Is that changing color? I can't even tell. Brother, I'm so colorblind. This is ridiculous. I can't even make like good colors in the level. Okay, we're just gonna have to rely on that being good and then change color channel 1 a bunch. So let's press the default button. Righty. Let's change this around. Why not? Oh boy. It's gonna take a lot of effort because I've got a lot of different colors here already. I'm gonna change it very frequently though. Can I make it red? Or is that gonna suck? That actually looks really cool. What the heck? No, not black. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing? That looks so cool. What? Okay. Then we can go back to default for a bit. And then we can have a huge change to like yellow or something. I gotta remember this is quite important because the background's changing color too. Okay, at this point, it can go back down to its default again really quickly. And then shift to like purple. Let's see. And that actually works for quite a while. So I'm just gonna start to darken it here. And then go right back up to like a bright pink. Because that kind of like contrasts the purple that we just had. And then we can start to fade to white, I guess, as the level's ending. Why not? We just make that full white with FFF. Okay. And then we can make it straight to black. Like, literally so fast. 0.2. And then we can end all movements as well. They don't need to be visible. Alright. Let's see what happens now. The ground's still sucky. We have some different colors in this, and it's looking a little bit better. And I've decided that I don't like the particles that just float here. They look really silly, so they're just gonna get gone immediately. Alright, so we have a couple of blocks, we have a couple of like little details right here that I can probably flip and make them look a bit more interesting at certain points. Yeah, we can vary it, that's cool. So let's do that. We're varying it more the way that it looks, whether it's coming from the top or the bottom. I guess we can also copy paste and flip this structure if there's going to be a top to it. Wow, what did I just do? Oh, I see. Okay, before I go too deep into copy pasting and like flipping and stuff, I got to make sure that these along the very top are gone, just so I don't get confused. All right, cool. So I have a strip there. Interesting. Can that be moved more inwards? I would like that. Please. I just don't want it to affect anything. Because, yeah, you see, there's a bit of color that's, like, overlapping. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Alright. I'm going to move certain structures to wherever they need to be. I'm also going to add... Oh, I've got to make spikes, dude. Wow. Do I make spikes now? Because I kind of figured out what I'm doing. Oh, boy. This is crazy. Do I make spikes now? Yeah, let's make spikes now. Alrighty. They got to be flatter than this. Neat. So we're just going to join up two of these objects really easily. These got to be white blending, though. Otherwise, it's just not going to suffice. And I guess we just got to start scaling down. Like this. Neat. Something like that. And then we can probably copy paste and do all of that. Oh boy. The game isn't gonna like me today. Is it because I don't have scale hack turned on? Maybe so. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna try and pinpoint these. No, it doesn't work like that. That's annoying. So maybe I just gotta like, yeah. I just gotta copy paste and then mini space down. Like this. Otherwise it's not gonna like me. Alright, that's fair enough. We can have this spike. Do I make this spike black? Oh wait, I can't delete the spikes. They gotta be invisible. Alright, let me select all spikes. Just put it on group 1. And I'm gonna have to turn off preview mode just to do this. Alright. These spikes are going in now. I should probably half space them to make sure they go in the right spot. Okay. That's on the grid line, so now I can now half space like this and then move down with pixels just until the spike hits the tip. Okay. Now, do I make these black or do I make these white? That's a tough decision. I could do both. I could literally do both. If I set this to black right now, what does it look like? See, that's kind of ugly. But is it ugly if there's going to be a lot of them? Like that. Is that ugly? Probably. This is a weird one. I think they gotta be white. I was gonna try and make them pulse from black and white, but literally the only way I see this working... Also, that's a lot of objects, sorry. Is just making them white. Like, that just fits in so much better. Alright. It's gotta be this, unfortunately. And we're just gonna copy this spike around like so. Using a lot of objects in the process. This is 37 per spike, but it's probably worth it. I mean, it's just a little challenge anyway. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Okay. Wow, that's like not a lot of spikes at all. What I'm gonna have to start doing just to fill in a bit more space is just putting spikes on the objects I made up here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna use my green line from the gameplay to figure out how high the cube's going at certain points to figure out how high the ceiling should be. For example, this can be moved down a lot, actually. Actually, just in case the green, I'm gonna move it a bit higher, just because the green momentum can be way too high sometimes. I'm also gonna move this down. That's fine. Does that become a timing then? I don't want it to be a timing. Just move it downwards. Yeah, that should be safe. And then I can add these blocks along the edges. Like so. And then I can add spikes afterwards. Okay, this is going really smoothly. I was having trouble figuring out what block to use, but other than that, like, I should be good. Oh, I only flipped them a couple of times. Huh. What happened up here? Yeah, I kind of messed up here. That's gotta go. Alright. I can probably flip them. Let's flip a couple. Why not? Hope you're liking Wulzy VODs so far. I mean, the first one was kind of obsolete because it was such a short video, it didn't really matter. But hopefully this is like kind of emulating a stream. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be streams posted on here, obviously. I think I've posted one already. I don't actually know. But, yeah. I hope it's just going to be nice and chill. Something that's going to, like... You can just throw it on in the background, right? I saw a comment about that. People use VODs to, like, just chill when they're doing something. And I can throw in, like, little exclusive segments like these where I'm just talking about random stuff. Like Amori. Amazing game. Song just came on from Amori, so I had to talk about it. Alright. Is this spiky enough? Probably. Let's have a look at normal mode. Let's see what we got so far. I think I've filled in quite a lot of pillar decoration already, and we've got some pretty interesting colors going on. Only using the gradient little strips. Now, I can definitely use these for a background, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. So this could be a huge rough section for Wulzy VODs, but it's, you know, it's fun. We're going to go for it. So we're going to place this object, and we're going to scale it up to 15 times. So hopefully it fills up the grid. Slot. Oh, do we even want that? I want half a grid slot, so I'm going to go for 7.5. 7.5. Alright, let's make this black. And we're going to try and set this in the middle of the cube, but I don't know how it's going to go. Also, how does this look behind the overlays and stuff? Okay, it gets covered, but it's not bad. Oh, this is weird. That's definitely a weird addition. We'll just go for it. Why not? Why not, dude? Also, this ended up being way smaller than I expected. How many of these fill a grid? That's an awkward size. Whatever. We're going to rock with this, right? I'm going to set it to a moving group, which is going to be 7. 7 is Alkali's invisible group. That's weird. 7 is going to lock to the x-axis immediately. And then it's going to be moved back towards the player by 100. Actually, 100 is way too much. 80 will do. Alright, so I gotta figure this out. So it's gonna have a unique group 8, and then I'm gonna flip it and then move it 1, 2, 3 to the right, and then probably about 5 upwards like this. Yeah. So this is gonna have 9, and then we're gonna have another one of these, which is gonna have group number 10, and then another one of these, which is gonna have group number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And another one, which is going to be 12. See, how long do I want this to go on for? This is going to be weird. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. 13. 14. 15. It should be 16. Okay, so that should do. There's 10 strips here. No, there's 9. I gotta make 10. But boom. Okay. This is copy-pastable too, I do believe. If I do this. Yeah, nice. Okay. So I'm gonna try and make some sort of like oscillation here. It's probably gonna go horribly wrong. But, you know, it's all fun. I don't mind because it's going on Wulzy VODs and that just makes the video longer. You get more content that way. Did I already make that joke? I think I did. Am I sure? This started off with 8 and it's going to end on 16. Have I not, like, duplicated a group here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is it 16 on the end? Should this not be 16? I'm confused. Hold on. Let me just figure this out. So this is 15. This is 16. So this should be 17. Yeah, I didn't change the group number. That's a yaoi. Alright. So we should have 5 groups on the bottom set as well. Okay. See, Wulzy VODs is cool because you get to see the checking processes that I do. I never show that. Alright. We're going to make like an oscillation. Starting off with 8 and 1 second movement, let's say. Moving up. The bottom set's going to move up 5 blocks, I think. Something along those lines. Let me put this on editor layer number 6. We have intense music to figure this out. I like that. Then 2 blocks later, 9 is going to do the same. And then 2 blocks later, 10. And then 2 blocks later, 11. 12. 13. Wait. Ha 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 ha. This is going to be another take for a video. Then 2 blocks later, 10 has got to do the same. And then 12. And then 14. We're going to pretend that nothing happened. Shout out to Wulzy VODs. And then I'm going to make the set for the other side. So a block later, 9 is going to go down 50. So that's the first block on the top set is then going to move down. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then 11. And then 13. And then 15. And then 17. So these are going to just like shift away from the center like that. You see? It's kind of smooth so far, right? So then I'm going to take these and I'm going to copy paste this strip. I think 2 blocks to the right. But then I have to fish out all the movements that I just created here. I have to fish these out. Like so. And stick them at the top right here. So this should go on further. And it does. Perfect. Okay. So that's probably as far as I want to go. Let me see. Oh boy, this is going to be weird to figure out. I could just keep going, honestly. I might just keep going. I'm going to set these to don't fade and don't enter, obviously, the bottom of B4. And I'm just going to repeat this process of copying everything that I have. I'm going to link these triggers together, just because it's easier. Where am I? Is that every trigger? Yes, it is. Okay. Going to repeat the process of just copy pasting and moving it, this time 4 blocks to the right, build helpering, and then moving these triggers up to the top over here. So we just keep on continuing this train of this like little oscillation, which I think is pretty smooth. You can see it at the top there. Boom. All right, we're gonna keep going. Does it fit on the screen? Let's see. It does. It fits all the way on the left. Okay, interesting. We gotta move it up and down, but for now, let's just keep it like this. I kind of like the way that this is going. We can probably just do this one more time. We're gonna hit the ceiling, which is a weird thought, but you know, let's just keep going. We're gonna move, I think, 8 blocks to the right, build helper, and then we're gonna take this selection of triggers again and move them to the point where they should repeat. So let's take this bottom side. Let me see. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's the right position. This is gonna keep going now. Okay, cool. That should do. Okay, nice. Now, we're going to unlink these triggers and not click on the info box. And then we are going to copy paste all of these triggers. All of the ones that have the same properties. This should be move up 50. And as they finish, we're going to change these to -50. Like so. Right? I got to link these two, just in case it goes wrong. Boom. Linked. So it should move back in. Oh, that's only one side of it, though. I can't test that properly. Come on now. Don't be silly. Select all the top sets. Oh, God, this is actually mind-boggling now. Okay. Nice. Copy like so. And put this at +50. Is that how I did it? Oh, God. That looks about 10 blocks to me. Okay, this should be correct. This should be correct. So it should move down in on itself. Yes, it does. Sweet. Let's play. Let's see how it looks in game. So we have this huge strip. And then it just, like, oscillates to the other side. Okay, awesome. Nice. That's so cool. And what I'm going to do is flip this. And I've probably got to flip it that way too. No, can I? Oh, wait, that makes a really weird pattern. You see that? God. Interesting. I love messing around with effects, dude. It's so fun. So how do I get this to... I don't think I gotta flip it that way. Or do I? Oh, God. How do I make this match up? I can't just do that. That's not going to work. Yeah, look. It's still opposing. I could just build helper it again. Or I could just... Okay, the solution is going to be to move this further to the right and actually scale this further. Which is kind of depressing, but it's the best way forward, I think. So now it's way further ahead of me. And I can move them further towards me like that. So if I save and play now, this should cover the whole screen. With like a little wave effect like that. Yeah, awesome. Alright, smooth. So what else do I really need to do here? I gotta move this along with the player for sure. Okay. This is cool. I can probably make this blend into the background a lot easier if I just make it copy the color of the background. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think. Neat. It doesn't clash now. That's cool. Alright. We have progress. So we move up quite a bit, I think. So, let's add a move trigger with like sign in out. Why not? Which is going to move this up by like 40 blocks. group 7. And then we got to judge by eye how far it's got to go next. Probably another 40 or 50 down at that point when we start descending. So let's make this 50. And we go again. I accidentally clicked the play button. Let's see. Okay, then we got to move it back up again. God, this is why I like working with game modes, because you don't have to figure out all of the screen stuff when the camera moves. Let's see. Okay, this is pretty neat. I'm enjoying this so far. This is a cool challenge. I'm very glad this got requested to me. This is awesome. Okay, now for an orb. What do I do for an orb? I could rotate. I could definitely rotate. That's a very easy solution that I'm just going to rock with because I see no reason not to. Let's go with the first orb in the level. Why not? The first orb deserves some love. He was here before any other orb. Mushroom Bridge. Let's make this group number 8. And then do this. And then we rotate them around in a circle. Super simple. Okay, and then we can scale some down with hue shift. Yeah, that looks fine. And then maybe for like a secondary orb, we could have the Hue 180 version. Oh wait, do we even make a color channel Hue 180? Yes, we did. Yeah! Why not? That looks sick in my opinion. So we can make these rotate, but honestly, I've never used a center of rotation that's not just a circle object. So this is actually quite scary to me. I don't know if this is even going to work. Okay, we have 88 as our test subject right here. 89 around 88. Okay, remember that. And as we go around, we gotta... I'm gonna bounce this. Why not? Let's make this 2 seconds. 89 around 88. And that's gonna be like... I guess 360. Wait. I'm silly. That's just 1 there. Oh, you see? It seems off-center. Am I wrong? Am I right? It is off-center. How do I fix that? Okay, now we've entered the realm of Wulzy not knowing what he's doing. Okay, so... What? Okay, so it's 2.5 blocks long, am I right? 1, 2, 2.5, flip. So I need to be 1 3/4. What? That doesn't seem right. That can't be right. No, 1 1/4. Yeah, duh! Oh my goodness. There we go, that's better. I fixed it. And then this just becomes group 1 invisible. And I gotta do the same thing for the other set. So it's gotta be 90. This is gonna be 91. And then we just copy this rotation trigger for a few blocks earlier. 91 around 90. Why not? It should be working now. It does. It works very nicely. Awesome. So I'm just gonna alternate these, honestly. You and you and you can be linked together like so, and then you and you can be linked together. Awesome. Minecraft music. Beautiful. Sweet. This is cool. Oh, there's not another orb. Damn. I'm very glad I've pulled this off. This is one take. I didn't have to redo anything. That's awesome. Sometimes when I make videos, I have to, like, just reset and then go with the same idea, but, like, go in with more knowledge. But I actually feel, like, super refreshed right now because none of that's had to happen. It uses 2K objects, I did just notice, but you see, this looks nice, and it's all one object. Do I just leave it here? Do I just leave it here? Oh boy. I actually have no idea. I could just leave it here. I have no reason to continue. Like, I've succeeded. I've literally succeeded. Okay. Let's see. Let's just see. Okay, let me select all of these objects. Just to show. Why not? We gotta disable link controls. I just want to show. Damn. That's crazy. Let's add this to 102. I can add like random little rotations for 102 that would be super goofy. 30. Whoa, that's crazy. The whole thing just tilted on its side. Man. And then I can like fix it with like half-spaced -10s. Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting sync, actually. So on these orbs, when it goes wah wah wah. Damn, it's kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's intro screen. When Freddy like glitches out. I'm gonna add that at a bunch of different places, because it's funny. It doesn't happen there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because it's funny. Let's see. I think that's a cool little detail I could add. I'm so happy with this, dude. I gotta change the ground just for the culture. But other than that, I'm so happy with it. Let's go. Ground 2, gone. Awesome. That's me. That's this video done, I think. Let me just play it one more time. Oh, thank goodness. I'm very glad that this challenge has been completed now. Man, I was freaking out in the beginning. I didn't even know what block I was going to use. The gradient thing. I'm going to put this on the Dance Woman alt account. But that's a successful video in my eyes. And you see why I'm not doing 3 per video anymore? That's crazy. I pulled off 1 this video, and I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Thank you so much for watching this Geometry Dash building challenge video. There's many more to come. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.